In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how you can make money with your content. And we want to do this fast. We want to get this thing set up and rolling, and we want to put money back into your bank account. We want to get you your first sale, and we want to get you rolling with a system that works. But first, we need to talk about a few things that need to be understood. And I think if you listen to this guide, you will have a full understanding of how to do this starting today. Okay. So, my name is Richie Sky. For those of you guys who are new here, I have been on YouTube since 2019. I have leveraged YouTube to do quite a few amazing things in my life. And I know the power of YouTube changes people's lives dramatically. And I know that if you put in the work, if you put in the effort, that it can potentially change your life in ways that you could not even begin to imagine. I just need you to get the mindset down first. So many people talk about mindset, but I want you to know that it's extremely important. You have to believe that you can do this. If you believe that you can do it, then you can become unstoppable. I have seen so many people glow up and blow up from what they've been able to do on YouTube and social media. There are people here on YouTube who are making thousands of dollars with a very small following. You can see the same thing happening across different social media platforms. We just need you to start talking to the right people, not all the people, just the right people. So hear me when I say this is absolutely possible, but only if you put in the work. Now, we can also get this done relatively quickly, and I want to go ahead and dive right in. One of my clients, she was able to generate $7,000 in ad revenue from one video. She gained 14,000 subscribers from that one video that she filmed in 30 minutes with her old iPhone. So start with what you have. That is my point. I was using at that time, I was actually using my cell phone, not this particular iPhone, but another iPhone. So I do know that this is possible. And most of you are making excuses for why you haven't done it. I will literally work with people one on one and I will give them assignments. And sometimes they will come back to me with excuses on why they haven't done it. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not ready. But I want you to be ready today. And here's what we're going to do, we're going to break this thing down. So, you don't need millions of followers to make money with your content. You just need a clear identity and a simple funnel and the right strategy. And I'm going to break it down right here for you. First of all, you're going to stop using social media as simply just a resume. A lot of people use Instagram, and this is something I come into contact with people who are creators. We've used Instagram in the past, especially for those of us who are in our 40s and 50s and 60s. You probably use social media as like a way to just post about either friends and family, or you've used it to post about your business. And just those static images are not going to get you the sales that you're looking for. So we want to go ahead and make you aware of that. There is a specific type of person that I'm speaking to right now. And if you know, I see this a lot from some of the comments. Posting your highlight reel of what you have accomplished is not going to get you sales. What's going to get you sales is starting to personalize your content in a way that showcases your interests. People need to also not only know that you're an expert in your field, but they also need to know your interests as well so that they can connect with you. People want to connect nowadays. And I think there's never been a better time to do it because you don't have to give them every aspect of your life, but give them the aspect of your life that lets them know that they can relate to you. You're somebody that they can trust, that they can see what you love. I always think about my own example. I used to only post about like my DJ gigs and my bookings and things that I was doing and media appearances. But people want to know more than that. So I started talking about my grief journey with my dad, losing my dad last year. I started talking about the trips that I was taking and why I was hosting these group trips and the transformations that I was seeing. I started just being a lot more open about what it was that was actually going on in my life. And I think that also resonated with people as well. I had an idea recently to go to Bali again, take another group to Bali. And I honestly had that idea probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I sat down, I worked with a tour company that I've worked with before. We initiated the entire process. I curated the event in probably less than a week. We went live with it within 30 hours. It was sold out, and now we're looking to add another date. So I want you to know that if you can think it and you can conceive it, you can achieve it. I know that sounds so cliche, but I firmly believe that. So the reason I put this first is because I know that social media posting and posting on YouTube, they're all kind of connected in my mind. You can even take these clips that you're making from your YouTube channel and post those to social media because they do really well. For whatever reason, the content that I posted on YouTube, when I put it on social media and I chop those clips up, those clips go off. So don't sleep on that. I want you to get used to this idea of posting on social media because that is how you're going to be generating sales. That's how you're going to generate attention. If you can master that, I'm not looking for perfect content. I'm not looking for even the most polished content. I'm just looking for you to get into the habit of posting. Okay. If you can do that, that is 90% of the reason why most people aren't making any money right now in their business because they are afraid to post on social media. We can set up everything else, but if you cannot hit that record button and if you can't publish those posts, then everything that we're doing right now is dead in the water. And I'm talking Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Any platform that you're looking at, you don't have to do all of them all at one time. But what I am telling you is if you cannot get comfortable posting, then the rest of this conversation is going to be dead in the water. But if you can, this becomes easy. This becomes super easy. It becomes like it just there's everything else we can perfect along the way. As long as you can tell me that you can commit to starting to post, then all of the rest of this, boom, we got it. We can tweak anything else that's not working. All right, so we want you to have an understanding of what you're selling, right? What is the product or a service that you are going to be providing? And what is the problem that you are going to be solving? You're going to be detailing that in your content. So that is going to lead people back to your sales page or your YouTube channel for the long form content that really displays to them how they can solve that problem and how you can help them. It's really about just getting this idea in people's heads over and over and over again so that they understand that you are serious about what it is that you're doing. That's pretty much what it is. We're going to talk about what problem you're solving and who you solve it for. Example, I teach creators how to monetize their content in 30 days. Boom. That's what I do. If you are someone who does not know what your niche is and you're having a hard time identifying that, I do have an AI super prompt within the creator starter kit that's in the link in this description. I want you to dive into that because that prompt is a simple prompt that you copy and paste and you can put it into Chat GPT. And that prompt will actually ask you several questions and help you narrow down what problem you can solve, what digital product you can create, and a 30-day content plan for YouTube in less than an hour. The goal was for you to be able to do all of this in less than an hour. It will pretty much give you the entire guideline for everything that you need to do in that creator starter kit. So if you don't know where to start, which I know a lot of you don't, then start there because that will help you. And it's an automated process that is pretty much done for you. So you don't have to do any of the thinking and you can just get to the money. Okay. Without knowing any of these things, it's going to be difficult for us to really start developing content around what it is that you're going to be selling to generate this first $1,000 or get your first sale. So I want you to understand that right now. So let's get you started with that first. Next, we are going to talk about the streams of income that you're actually ignoring. These can be paid media appearances. And I know you think that, who am I? Why would somebody pay me to do any of these things? Why would somebody pay me to speak? Because they're going to start hearing you speak on your YouTube channel. To give you an example, I got fired from my news job in 2019. When I started on YouTube, this was maybe about a week or two after I got fired. I got fired because they moved to a different city, by the way. I started getting calls to appear on news shows. I have seen my peers do the same thing because they were talking about a specific topic and people started to see their content. So you can leverage your content and your expertise if you are consistent enough to start leveraging all types of other deals for yourself. Brand partnerships and sponsorships, YouTube memberships and ad revenue. You can set up memberships in YouTube. So I want you to see that there are plenty of ways for you to also begin to make money in the long run, in addition to, of course, what we want you to start with, which are online courses and workshops. You can do books. I actually have a 3-hour video that is, I will link it in this description of this video, that details for you how you can actually take one piece of content and turn it into about 7 revenue streams. And I walk you through those revenue streams and I show you exactly how to do that. So if you want to create an ebook from one video of yours, I tell you how to do that in that video. And maybe I will break that down in a separate video so that you can actually see it again, because I think that it needs to be stated that you don't have to, this process does not have to be hard. You can create books and ebooks simply from your videos that you're already producing on YouTube, because these are long form content and you can literally take the transcript and turn that into a book. Once you have all that, it's a matter of packaging and pricing it. The automated prompt in the creator starter kit, it will actually give you the best pricing for your product as well. So this is something that I just took a couple of hours over a few days, and I just kind of drilled down what people really needed based on what I was seeing in my comments. And the super prompt is basically everything that you need to start today, period. Okay, so I want you to understand that your expertise is a product. So, what I know, I also run into people who are like teachers in high school. What you teach in the classroom, or what you teach in at your job, what you know from your current job or occupation, that can also become content. So, I want you to think of everything that you know already and everything that you're already doing. That can become a course, an ebook, a speaking reel, or a consulting offer. And again, the prompt will help you with that. And if you want to work one to one, then I can also help craft that for you as well, because it becomes super easy for me once I've heard what it is that you like, your experiences, your life experiences, they will tell me exactly what the people could be, what problems you could potentially be solving. You might teach art at a high school to aspiring artists. So now you can actually offer your own art courses. Like, you're not limited to what you do in the classroom as the teacher. There are thousands of people out there who want to learn how to draw, paint, or whatever it is that you understand how to do in the art world. People will pay you to get there faster. Okay. And if you can teach it, you can sell it. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to build a simple sales funnel. So many people think that it has to be this complicated thing. It is really going to be, I'm going to break it down for you like this. You need an offer or a course or an ebook, a service that you provide. We're going to put that on what we call a stand store. We're going to go to Gumroad or a Sam cart, and we're going to upload that product or that service, and then we're going to price it like the super prompt will tell you to price, or we can come up with a pricing together. If you have some issues, if you have questions, drop them in the chat too. Like, even tell me right now if you have a product and you are unsure of the pricing, then I'll actually drop in the chat and tell you a good pricing point for it for you to start. And then from there, it's going to be a matter of directing people from your video content to the product. It's that simple. Collect the emails and then email people to ask them about their progress along the way. It's that simple. It is honestly that simple. I learned the hard way that having an email list is probably one of the biggest ways to win in making money online. It really is. And you don't need it to be complex. I don't want you to even think that. It's as simple as that. Your video content, your social media content leads back to the link with your product. And then once they have your product, you have their email, and then you communicate with them further about how you can help them, period. And then you want to price yourself correctly from the start, which is why, again, I created the AI prompt, because it will help you understand what your pricing could be. And I don't want you to lowball yourself. What I mean by that is there will be some products that are going to be entry level products for what you can offer that brings people into your ecosystem. But beyond that, I mean, there is so much you can do in terms of pricing that is really representative of who you are, what you offer, your experiences, and your expertise. And you price according to that value that you're going to be providing. Because for me, if I know that this template right here can make you your first sale or your first $1,000 in 30 days, then that's that is value right there. Again, I cannot guarantee that you're going to do that. That is going to be contingent on the work and the effort that you have put in to get there. But if you put in the work, you put yourself in position so that those results become more probable. All right. And so, of course, I like to talk about a book strategy that I do like to recommend to most of the people that I work with, because a book positions you as a person with authority in a particular space. You can obviously either go down the one path of self publishing, which is what I recommend, or you can pitch to a major publishing house. My suggestion for those of you who are looking to make money and you're looking to get your first sales fast is, I would say, as you're building out your sales, is that you would come up with an ebook or a book that you can sell on a Shopify store or Amazon. And that's also a great way for you to start getting those speaking engagements. And also, too, it's such good content. Why not maximize all of your videos and turn them into other streams of income that can also position you as an authority in your field? I don't see more people doing this, and I don't know why. And it's not even a revolutionary idea. It's just an idea that will generate sales. So I don't want you to overlook this possibility either. I just want to open your mind to what's possible. So let's talk about what we're going to accomplish right now. We know that there are multiple streams of income that you can make from your content, and you're just not posting the content. All you need is a simple funnel, price yourself right, and package your expertise. The biggest obstacle is not your knowledge. It is not your knowledge right now. It is taking action on what you already know. That is your hurdle today. If you made up in your mind that you were going to do this and it was possible, then you become, like I said, unstoppable. So I want you to drop in the comments. Tell me, what is the one thing that you're an expert at that you haven't monetized yet? And if you don't know, I need you to tap into the Creator Starter Kit or the mentorship with me. I do take on one-to-one mentorship because I do know that some people need specific help. Some of you will need some help actually saying, okay, I see what you're saying, but I don't know how to put it into action for myself. Then I want to help you put those plans into action. Okay. So if you have questions about this, hopefully this video was helpful for you, because if you walk away from my video and you have made your first sale and you've made your first $1,000, then you are well on your way to your next $5,000 and your next $10,000. Trust me, I know once the door opens up, I can't even tell you what's out there waiting for you and what's possible. So I'm excited about your journey. I'm excited about doing these videos for you every day or every other day or however many days we can do them. I'm super excited to see where you can go, and subscribe to the channel. Like this video if it's resonating with you, and ask questions in the chat, because I would love to be able to comment on your questions. I do go through each of these questions and each of these comments. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say next. So I will place links for everything in the description, and also video resources that you can utilize if you want to see more content that will further dive deeper into those aspects of the plan that I laid out here. Okay? All right. I'll catch you in the next video.